Alright, so we're gonna place the nasal line. We need a few things. We need the alkaline drops to numb the nose. We need two 22 gauge needles, regular size. Actually, it's too long. There again. So good. It's good to show these mistakes. So, regular size needles. Sterile loop, although we probably won't use this, we're most likely going to use a viscous slider kit that you can find in the ICU. We're going to use this nasal line. You have a few different types, but for this patient, we're going to go with an A French. Looks like it should be about the right side for this bit. Last thing, you're going to need a suture. We're going to do the geo that we found on the technician card over there. And we might need some sedation, but we'll see how that goes. He already has received 0.2 mg per kilogram of torbigessin and 4 mg per kilogram of furosemide. So I'm cutting two pieces. Suture material. Grab this needle. And we're going to run it at the fronts. You can look at the bevel up here. Be careful you don't poke yourself. And I can't see because I'm blind, but we'll try our best. Doctor, thank you. I think we finally got it. Just be careful as you're feeding it through. And you want to feed it until you can go to the end. There we go. And just pull through. Okay, we're going to do that 2 times for our nasal line. Here. Okay. It was a little easier. Okay. And there we go. Half a half. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Okay, so now we're going to numb the nose first. So again, can you lift your head up? I'm going to do both nostrils. I'm going to do 1 to 2 drops. I'm going to make sure you lift the nose up this way so gravity can push everything down or pull everything down. 1, 2. Give him a little break. Remember that he's going to have trouble breathing as it is, so we don't want to keep his head in anchor position for too long. And he's tasting it a little bit, that is fine. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, it's good enough. So he's already pretty reactive, so he might need some sedation for this. We'll see. He might let us do this, but we'll not. Okay. So you don't have to be sterile, but you ideally want to be wearing gloves. You can open your package here. And you can either dump this into the lidocaine viscous, or you can put the lidocaine here. I prefer you put it in here, because that's cleaner. So go a little bit like that. Good enough. And before we dump it in there, we're going to measure the patients. You're going to measure to the lateral canthus here, and you're going to want to follow this contour this way. So on this patient, it's probably going to be at the 10 centimeter mark. Yeah, and the 10 centimeter is perfect. If we're a little bit far out, that's okay, because we have a little bit extra. But you don't even need it. Okay. A few hints. As you put in the line into the nose, you might want to pick it up like that, because that's gonna straighten out the nerves. So I'm about to give some propofol. We're gonna have 0.5 mg per kilogram. Sorry, as always, it's gonna be alcohol swab. Okay. So having 0.1, 3. And you always want to give sedation like this slowly, never give it as a quick bolus, because you might depress the respiratory or the vascular system too much. Okay. And we're flushing with a minimal amount, 0.5 mils, because his heart failure is suspect. So give him about 30 seconds to minutes before we get started. Meantime, I think it's ready. Still awake, which is great, but he might be more desensitized to the pain and sedation. Alright, we're gonna see how the patient reacts, but I might need to give him more sedation. So I'm gonna go on my left side, the right side of the patient. Go in. Gently. Very gently. If you feel any resistance, come out and try again. And you notice that I move the line up so not hanging on the floor. So, perfect. Amazing placement. It felt very nice, gentle, not push. Right now, Johnny has to make sure that the patient doesn't go like this with the part to take the line out. So here comes the fun part. We're gonna poke the needle through the nose. Ideally, you want to go down, not up, because you can go into the eyeball. I've never seen that happen, but it's a possibility. And you're gonna go as close to the nose as you can here. A quick push there. Okay, so now I'm pulling out the needle a little bit. You get this little bit of suture coming out, and I'm pulling on that. So I'm gonna grab one side and the other side. There we go. And then take the needle out. That's great. So to suture this, you're gonna do a double. Thanks, Christian. You're gonna do 1 and 2. Go close to the patient, but not all the way, because you want to leave some space for the scapula to go into afterwards when we want to remove the line. And you're gonna do another double on top. And this one you can make tighter because it will also close the previous suture. You should see here. There we go. Make sure we pull the hair out. I think it's getting on my way. And there we go. It's a little bit of blood. That's okay. That's normal because you might hit the capillaries on the way in. So now we're gonna do the Chinese finger trap after 3 quick throws. So 1 here, 1, and you're gonna do 3 singles. Done. So now for the Chinese finger trap, you're gonna cross underneath, cross on top, and tighten. Just make sure you're not grabbing any hairs because it's gonna be super uncomfortable for the patient afterwards. There we go. And you're gonna go about 7 to 9 of this. Oh, look at that, it's a little puppy. Kira, focus on the puppy for 1 second. Look at that puppy over there. Hopefully it's not parvo. Now back to the patient. So we're gonna have 7 to 9, so right now I have 3. So we're going to continue. So cross below, cross on top, tighten. Cross below, cross on top, tighten. Don't worry about it, it'll disappear eventually. And I'm making it look really easy, but it does take a lot of dexterity and practice to do this fast. So, and you do want the spaces to be nice and even in between sutures, because that's gonna make it easier to put them together or pull them apart if you need to. Okay, this is gonna be my last one. Now I'm gonna do 1 double, just like we did initially, and then 3 singles. Okay. Alright, so now I have to do something that we're gonna edit out. So you can keep it now. For the nasal line for these guys here, they won't hook up to the line themselves. So you have to grab a PRN. You have to grab a pair of scissors or ideally a hemostat. What you're going to do, you're gonna have to break off this plastic piece here that's holding the tipper together. There you go. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult. You take that plastic thing around, off, and then you pull this out. Sorry, it's really hard to do with gloves. Yeah, you can do it? Thank you. There you go. Excellent. So now we take this here, put this here, and then June, can you lower the oxygen to 1 over there? And then now you can hook up these 2 together. Okay. So now the patient can still receive oxygen this way more effectively, and then you can finish with whatever else you're doing here. So first we're gonna cut off the excess. With that mesh. And now before we're finished, we have to put 1 more suture on the zygomatic arch. A nice way to think of this is you want to go between the eye and the ear, between the top and the bottom. So it's gonna be somewhere like right here. Okay. This one doesn't hurt as much, and I find the patients don't react too much as the one up here. So again, you're gonna point downwards. It's a white dog, so it's really hard to see. So now I have to take the hair apart. Right there, so I'm gonna pull out a little bit. There's my suture. There we go. And again, you're gonna grab one end, take the other one, take the needle out. Okay, so thanks again, Christian. So a double. Tighten, don't tighten too much. Especially this one you want to leave loose, and especially because he's a white dog with long hair. I'm gonna do another double. And tighten. I'm gonna leave this one fairly loose like that. That's okay. We're also gonna put a tie of gas here on the neck to make it more comfy. Okay, so same dealio. You're gonna do another double and 3 singles before we do our Chinese finger trap. 1, 2, 3, and then our Chinese finger trap, which we go okay underneath. Okay, let me try again. Okay, we'll go underneath, cross on top, and tighten. And we're still going to do 7 to 9. There we go. I have to say I did make this suture pretty loose here, maybe a bit more loose than I'm accustomed to, but we can just leave it like that and make the suture, the cling a little bit more tight. At least we can see it better. Right there.
I feel like it's on his hair.
No, it's on the skin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but it does, yeah, I know, right? It does look like it's on the hair because it's so big. We do 7 to 9, and June, can you give me a little bit of cling, the little one, the half an inch I think is.
Right.
We do it around the neck. Thank you so much. Okay, and then we finish with our double and 3 single. Again, I'm making this look really easy, but it will take some practice. And you can practice with suture and needles and a banana. That works really well, actually.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we will, Jen. We'll have a workshop very soon. I was thinking maybe this weekend or the next one.
This weekend?
Maybe the next one, because we're supposed to work next one anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit short notice. Alright, clean. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to cut that too. So these patients are supposed to be affiliated with a knee collar. Sorry. But because it's going to the ICU, we won't put one on because the ICU doesn't like putting one on unless they need to, just for patient comfort. So you grab your cling, you're gonna tie on top, tie.
I don't know.
Don't worry, you won't occlude the line, and then we're gonna go under the neck next, thank Janice, and we're gonna tie again. Sorry. No, thank you, Christiana. Okay, there we go. Cut the excess, and then Kara, can you come over here so you can have a better look at the whole thingy? See? Suture, gauze, suture up on the nose. So 3 points of contact. Okay, and now that we have the nasal line on, we can go take some extras because he'll have a better delivery of oxygen. But before he goes into the ICU, we should also take a pulse oximetry to make sure that he's oxygenating well at 1 liter of oxygen. Of course, make sure you attach the patient to the line. It was, I promise, it was. Alright, so now we'll take a saturation before we go to the x-rays to make sure they're saturating well, and then we'll go to the ICU right after that. And then we can focus on everybody for found patient.
You want me to help him?
And we're done.